Welcome to Amy's Crafts and Things. I'm Amy. In today's tutorial for PE Design 11 and Palette 11, I'm going to show you the many different ways to add fill to your fonts. So let's get started. Under the Home tab, we're going to go into our text tool and we're going to grab the text on the left. And we will enter just one letter. And I would like to size this. So we'll go to the Home tab under the Edit section, click on Size, check the second box. I will make this a size 40mm height, maintaining aspect ratio. And there we have the letter C. In the Text tab, if we go into the region, you can see that we have satin stitching, a fill stitch, and a program fill stitch. Those are your three basic. So let's go to our fill stitch, and if we go into the Sewing Attributes tab, you can see that you will have different options for your fill. You can choose to have undersewing, and you can choose different ways to have the undersewing go. So it's pretty basic. If we go under the Text tab and choose Program Fill, you can choose to have a design as part of your fill, which is why they call it a program fill. It's a programmable fill. So we'll go ahead and choose one. And I will go ahead and zoom in so you can see what that looks like better. Boop, boop. You also have the option in the Sewing Attributes to change your density if you'd like, pull compensation if you need to, and then you can also change the size of the programmed fill. By clicking Maintain Aspect Ratio, the sizes will just uniformly adjust, and it will adjust to the size that you choose. You can go ahead and change the colors if you would like. We'll make this one purple. And you can change your running stitch also. Okay. So that's what your satin, your fill stitch, and your programmable fill stitch looks like. Let's go on to another example. So we'll go ahead and grab a text. We'll do a letter R this time, and we'll go home and we will make sure it's selected, and we will change the size to match that of our letter C. Maintain aspect ratio, click OK, and we'll just kind of arrange it here so it's next to each other. And then we'll go into our text tab. And with it selected, this time we're going to choose Convert to Blocks. This will unlock a lot of different options for you. So with it selected, then we can go up into, with it selected, we will go ahead and click in the Edit portion of our Text tab. We will click on Convert to Blocks. With it selected, we will go ahead and change our program fill stitch to a not sewn region. From here, we will go up into the Edit portion of the Text tab and click on Convert to Blocks. This will open up a lot of different options for us. So we will go ahead and click on the drop-down arrow, and then we can choose a motif stitch if we would like. From here, if you go into your Sewing Attributes, you can go ahead and click on either the folder or the picture in the pattern, and you can choose a motif that you would like. If you scroll down, you will see that there are several to pick from. Go all the way down to the bottom. Lots of pretty designs. Go ahead and click on that one. And then you can also adjust the size of your design as well. If you click on Maintain Aspect Ratio, it will change the size uniformly for you. You can choose the horizontal the vertical arrangement, or the horizontal offset, or the vertical offset if you would like to add that into your design as well. And you can also choose the direction of your stitching. Let's go ahead and select our letter R, and we will go up to Modify Overlap, and we will set to Keyhole Sewing. And then from here, we will go ahead in the sewing order and click on the center portion of the R. And we will go up into the region, Sewing, and choose Not Sewn Region. And that will remove the center of your R. Okay. From here, we'll go up into the Home tab, grab another letter. We'll go ahead and set the size. Maintain aspect ratio and click OK, and we can adjust it to where we would like to have it. And then from here we will go to the Text tab, Convert to Blocks, and then we can choose a concentric circle. And if you go into your sewing attributes, you will be able to adjust the settings for that as well. You can choose density, a run pitch. Let's see what happens if we increase it. What will that do? And then we can go to the start point, and you can either have it sew from the outside in or the inside out. Let's go ahead and run the sewing simulator so you can see how it actually sews. It just sews like in a spiral, kind of a circle. Okay, we'll go on to the next letter. We'll grab text, a letter, choose the letter A, and this time we'll go home and we will increase our size just to keep it all uniform. Maintain aspect ratio and click OK. And then we will go to the Text tab, Convert to Blocks. In the region drop down arrow, you can choose cross stitch if you would like. In the sewing attributes section of your text box on the right, you can go ahead and you can choose how many times you want each little X to stitch. You can choose single, double, or triple. You can change the size of your cross stitches. So if you have gaps, then you can either increase to try to fill those in, or decrease them too. So that's just something that you will have to play around with. And then we need to remove the center A. So to do that, we will go ahead with it selected. We'll go to the Home tab, go to Modify Overlap, and set Whole Sewing. Then we will go and click on the center section of our letter A in the sewing order, and we will choose to not sew that region, and it will remove it for you. Okay. Then we can go and grab another letter. And then we'll go home, we'll adjust the size. Maintain aspect ratio, click OK. Drag to adjust. And then we can go to our Text tab, Convert to Blocks. We can do a radial stitch, which looks kind of nice. You can go into these sewing attributes and you can adjust your density and your run pitch. Okay, let's go ahead and add another letter. We'll go home and size that. Maintain aspect ratio, click OK, adjust it to where you'd like to have it. Then we'll go into the text tab, convert to blocks. You can go ahead and click on stippling stitch. In the sewing attributes, you can adjust the spacing of your stipple to make it bigger or smaller. Okay, so we'll go ahead and grab another letter. I go home, text, letter F. We'll go home, we'll resize it. $40mm, maintaining aspect ratio. We'll go ahead and scooch it down. And then we go to the text tab, convert to blocks. We can click on the drop down arrow. We can choose net fill or zigzag net fill stitch. They will both act about the same. So you go into the sewing attributes and then you can choose your pattern. You can choose your spacing to increase it or decrease it, depending on how big or small you want the pattern to be. You can choose the direction of your pattern, if you would like. Okay, so then we'll go home and we will add another letter. So many different options, it's just amazing at the different techniques and patterns that you can use. We'll go home, size it to 40mm tall. You can size it to whatever you want. I just feel this is a good size for you to be able to see on the screen. This is maintaining aspect ratio. We'll move it in. And then we'll go to our text tab, convert to blocks. And then you can go down to decorative fill. And then if you go into your sewing attributes on the right hand side of your screen, you can either choose to go into the folder section or just click on the picture and you can explore all the different decorative fills that you can use to add to your design, to your letters. What does that one look like? So let's choose, I like the fish, we'll go here. Then we can go ahead and maintain aspect ratio and we can certainly resize this as well. I think I kind of like that. Might be a little on the small side, but we'll remove the center portion of the O. So with it selected, we will go to the Home tab, modify overlap, and set whole sewing. To remove the center part, you need to scroll down then and click on the center portion of the O, select it, and then choose not sewn region for the center part, and it will remove it for you. Okay. Another fun thing that we can do is we will go to the Home tab, we'll grab another text, choose another letter, hit enter. We can resize it to a 40mm height. This time we will copy and paste it. So we're going to stack two on top of each other. And then we're going to go to the first one. We go into our sewing order, scroll all the way down to the bottom where our N is located. Click on the first one, and we're going to give that one, we need to select it. Let's go ahead and give that one just a regular fill stitch. And then we will scroll down to the bottom, grab the last N, and we will select it. Then we will convert it to blocks. Go to our region sewing and scroll down to a decorative fill stitch. Go to our sewing attributes. Click on our picture to access all the different decorative fills, and we will scroll down till we find one that we like. I like this one, so we'll go ahead and click OK. We need to give it a different color, so I'll just choose black. I'm going to lighten up the N here in a minute. So then we are going to go ahead and choose our size. So we'll scroll down in the sewing attributes. We can adjust the size of our pattern. And then, like I said earlier, we're going to go ahead and change the color of that purple because it's just a little too dark. We'll select both actually. Go to the text tab and we can access our colors. So we'll go ahead and just lighten it up some. So that you can see the pattern just a little easier. So you have effectively put two patterns on top of each other for an extra effect. We'll go ahead into our text tab, grab another text, and we'll grab one more letter here. And then we can go home. We will resize it to a 40 millimeter in height just to keep everything the same size. And click OK. And then we can adjust it according to where we would like it. Choose the text tab, change it to a not sewn region. You don't necessarily have to convert this to blocks if you don't want to, but you can. Go ahead, we'll do it here because we're going to unlock some other features. The main part that I wanted to show you with this letter is you can change the outline to a motif stitch. And if you go into your sewing attributes, you can go ahead and click on the picture and you can choose one of the motif stitches that you would like to use for decorative purposes. Click OK. You can adjust the sizing accordingly. You have the option here again with the horizontal arrangement, the vertical arrangement if you want it offset. So you can play around with those as well. I went ahead and changed all the colors to try to give it a little bit more interest. Grab another text. We'll type the letter S. And then with it selected, we'll go home, change the size to 40 millimeters in height, maintaining aspect ratio, click OK, and then we can drag it around to position it in just a little bit of a better spot. Let's go ahead and zoom in so we can see what we're going to do here. And we will go ahead and in the text tab, we will change the S to a fill stitch. And then with your S selected, we will go home. We will click on our shapes, and then we will manually punch. You can draw on your S to give it lines, or you can add shapes to it. So let's go ahead and add a shape to it. We will go ahead and grab the circle. I'm going to hold the shift key down and I'm going to drag some circles. And we are going to change those circles to a fill stitch as well, with the not sewn line. So we just have our circle. So you could go ahead and make little polka dots on your letters if you would like. And then you can go ahead and go home and you can copy and paste 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As many times as you would like. You can just keep pasting and it will just keep stacking on top of each other, so then you can just move them around. We'll paste 2 more. 2. So you get the idea. And there's one more that I would like to show you. Let's go ahead and I'll just do a fun little letter. I'll just do a letter A here at the bottom. And then we'll go home, resize it. 40 millimeters, maintain aspect ratio, click OK. Scroll down just a little bit. And then with it selected, we can go up into our Stamp and Emboss tool and input stamp or input emboss, and then you can choose all the different designs you can use for your tool. I will just choose the heart, and then I will go ahead and stamp on my letter A. And if you can see, I might have to change the color of my letter here so you can see it more clearly. But it will emboss and stamp your letter to give it a different texture. Let's go ahead and change that. We'll go back and click our select tool. Select our A, go to text, and let's see if I can change it to a different color that might be a little lighter. It's a little bit better. Another option that you can do to add interest to your fonts is we'll click the text tab, add us a letter here, then we'll go home, resize it as usual, maintain aspect ratio, OK. This time we are going to convert it to blocks. In the sewing attributes section of the box on the right there, we're going to scroll down just a little bit till we get to density. Right under that is gradation. We click on the checkbox and we will go ahead and click on pattern. You have the option here to blend or not blend. If we blend, we can add a second color. And then we can choose our density here, and you have different patterns to choose from. And when you find a different pattern that you like, you can go ahead and click on OK. All of these are movable, so you can change it and adjust it just to how you like it the best. And you can click on OK. And as you can see, then it will blend your colors to however you have it set. So that's something that you will want to play around with. And another way to add interest to your fonts is by making different sections different colors. So let's click our text, go ahead and put in our letter, click enter, I'll go home and resize it. Maintain aspect ratio, click OK. Just kind of adjust it here. And then we will go into our text tab, convert it to blocks. And then in our select tool, we are actually going to go ahead and click on select our point tool. And then we will click on the different sections of our Y. I will choose the bottom here. And it just selects the bottom portion because they're all blocks. So you can change this to a different color. I'll just use some of the colors we already have chosen here. So there's one. And then we can choose maybe this section. Give it a different color. We'll go with the green. We'll go here. Shapes. We'll choose another color. So it kind of gives you more of a like a patchwork design, maybe. Go to shapes. We'll choose purple again. It just allows you to get to each one because it's all broken down into blocks. So it gets you the opportunity to get to each little section that it converted to a block. And yellow. And so that's just another fun little option that you can use to create different textures to your fonts. Let's go ahead and zoom out to get a better look at everything that we have done. And there you have it. Those are all the different ways that you can create different fills and textures to your fonts. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when future tutorials are posted. If you have any suggestions for tutorials, please put them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.